Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Matthew from homestylecustoms.com, and in today's video I'm going to take you through an introduction of our brand new state frame designs that can be seen right here. So in total we have 50 of these, which covers every single state, and then we also have another 2 for the territories, which Puerto Rico and Guam, which are also included. So they are available individually, and they are also available in a bundle. That can be found at homestylecustoms.com. And a little bit about the design, it was kind of inspired from our travel maps and our national park maps that have done so well for our customers. So we kind of wanted to incorporate something for every single state. So more about the design, up here is, we'll call them the text options. So in this design, there's 13 different text options that you can choose from. This one in particular is Life is Better at the Cabin. And then it has a little icon down here, which is a cabin icon. So we have 25 icons included with the package, which match all the 13 different text options at the top. So a bunch of icons to match with the text options, and then we have 12 different backgrounds that you can pick and choose on depending on what your customers like. Aside from that, we have 2 versions of the frame. So we have this one with the nameplate at the bottom. And then we also have another one that doesn't have any nameplate at all, and it's just going to be a frame. And the stay frame is obviously going to be positioned lower to keep it more proportional to not having the nameplate there. But we do have a lot of our customers that sell these in markets and at different shows, craft shows, things like that, where personalized items are not necessarily the best option at shows. Because you're getting one-time sales from customers or meeting customers for the first time, and they might want to just grab something and go. So we have one without that, so you guys could sell these at craft shows and things like that as well. So they're all like 2-layer designs. This one here I added a backer, so it would make it a 3-layer design. And they're all sized, so you could fit 2 layers per standard sheet for like your standard lasers like Glowforge, X-Tool, things like that. That's pretty much it about the design. Some of the backgrounds we have are a little bit more detailed, such as this one, and then we also have backgrounds that are a little bit more plain, so it's kind of like a shiplap, and then we have some different like mountainscapes, things like that. So go check them out, homestylecustoms.com. We're going to end this part of the video now, but we're going to give you guys a little bit of a tutorial on how to assemble these. They're very easy to assemble, but we'll get into that shortly. Thank you. Okay, so this is part of the assembly part of the tutorial. So we have a top layer that's been cut out. So this is the same one, Life is Better at the Cabin. So we have our text component, and then we then have our state, which has the stroke offset cutout. We have the frame, nameplate, and then for the background, we'll just look at one of the more basic ones, which is like the shiplap option. So to set this up and to assemble it, I recommend keeping that offset, that cutoff of the internal parts of the design, just to help line everything up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop on the top frame like that. I'd recommend using 3M tape. So in that case, you would just peel and stick it on. If not, if you're using some type of glue, just make sure you get good coverage all around. So once that's on top, what you want to do is you want to reinsert that cutout, and we're going to drop back into the pieces. So once we paint these or stain them the way we want, we're then going to drop them in. So what you'll do is you'll remove the tape, you'll add your outline first of the state, then you'll drop in the state shape. Again, either glue or tape on the back. Next, you'll do the same with your text. So you come here, drop in all the different parts. Once it's taped, or glued. I find the tape to be so useful for designs like this. And it saves you so much time, keeps your work area clean, the whole deal. Okay, so once you have everything in, leave it for a little bit. If you use glue, I would put something on top. So get like an extra sheet of like like an MDF or something, put it on top, and then put some weight on it just to hold it down. And then once it's dry, all your letters will be stuck down, and your stay will be stuck down, and then you lift the top layer off. Everything's going to be in place. Nameplate, use the score lines to find the center. And that's pretty much it. And then you're going to want to add in one of your icons. So grab an icon, and then what I would recommend doing is if you're doing these for a customer, I would back these with 3M, the little icons, and then include them. And then the customer could come in and put the icons wherever they like. Okay, that's probably your best bet. So that's more of like the basic one with the just like the regular shiplap backer. We have something more complicated, like one of these designs that I like to paint. You don't have to paint these. They look nice even if you just stain them, and then use like a backer that has like an offsetting color, kind of something like that. So if this is stained like a light brown against a dark backer, and then have the state shape on top like that. So that's essentially what it would look like. For some of these backers that are a little bit more detailed, especially like this one, you can experiment by adding some of the cutouts back in. So for this one as an example, we could insert some of the clouds back in and kind of build up like the depth and the colors, that sort of way. So that's an option. And then kind of like the tree line, and you can see it just gets a little bit more enhanced each time you do that. So it's completely up to you and the amount of time that you want to spend making these. But essentially, you could do something very detailed or something very basic. But I think both are going to be great sellers for different shows, craft shows, markets, things like that. And then also remember that these can be all made without that nameplate there as well. Okay, so it comes with a version that's just the frame, so you could pre-make a bunch of them to sell at a show, and I think you're going to be in good shape. All right, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. You can find these at homestylecustoms.com. Find us on Facebook, find our group. It's such a great community with such great people that are part of it. A lot of information, whether you're working on homestyle designs or just like laser questions in general, tons of information there. So drop me a line anytime. Always available to chat. Thank you. Have a great day.